Hey guys, Lucky Star Shi-Roku here, and today I want to talk a little bit more about a somewhat recent change on the channel in the art direction. Some of you may have noticed, maybe not, maybe you have, I don't know, but I have lately started changing up my channel art on the channel and a few other little things here and there. But what I want to talk about today specifically is AI art and what it means on the channel going forward, with the art direction stuff and just overall things about AI art in general, because I do know that AI art is a bit of a topic of discussion and not necessarily for the better. So I guess if anything, I'm just trying to be transparent about my use of AI art and the way I use it, and just all that kind of stuff, and maybe shed a little more bit of a positive light on it, because when I use AI art, I'm looking at it from a more positive perspective. So I don't see AI art as this thing that's going to take over the world, or I mean, yeah, sure, there is that whole debate as well, but that's not what I'm here to that's not the discussion that this video is meant for. This video is just meant to talk about my use of AI art, where you can expect to see it, why I decided to go down this direction, and just everything in that regard pretty much. So in case you guys don't know what I'm talking about, if you go onto my YouTube channel right now, go to the homepage of my channel, and you will notice I have a new channel banner. It is still using my avatar, however, that's not my typical avatar that I was using up to this point, or my OC, sorry. Yeah, it is still my OC, but there's been somewhat of an upgrade, you might have noticed, and that is kind of what I'm talking about. So that avatar and all of the places where my avatar may appear on the channel, it's all done by AI now. So basically, previously I was making my my OC, my character, in basically a basic character, basically just a basic anime character creator, and don't get me wrong, it did the job. It did what it needed to do back in the day, but the thing is, it is good and it does work, but unfortunately, it's also very basic, for lack of a better word, basically. So basically, I have started using AI in place of all that. So let me give you a few little examples of where you can expect to see the AI art now, basically. So basically, any place where you can expect to see my OC, my avatar, that's all done through AI now. I've basically went back and replaced everything where it was currently used, just for future videos. So you can expect to see my AI art avatar in the intro, the outro, my channel art and icons, or channel banner and icon, the channel art basically on the home page of the channel. The thumbnails, the little icon in the top corner of the thumbnails. The text box, the little side of the text box of my text events. And also maybe occasional one-off static stills for certain videos. There may be other examples here and there, but these are just the main ones that I could think of off the top of my head. Okay, so like I mentioned a little while ago, my original avatar was made using, I forget what it's called now. Basically, the Mega Anime Character Customizer. I can't remember the exact name. I'll probably have something on screen just for better reference, and maybe a clip of me using it, just showing you, about it, what I don't like about it, stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, it's a perfectly usable bit of software. It just has a lot of limitations that I'm just kind of starting to get sick of a little bit. So I'll likely have something on screen right now. So you can see there's a difference here between my original avatar I've been using up to this point, and then basically the AI enhancements that I've made. So basically the original avatar is the original one, it looks alright, but it just looks a bit basic, a bit flat. There's very, very little I can do with it. You're basically locked to whatever things are in the actual software. So set hair colors, set styles, set accessories, stuff like that. So there's not very much you can do with it outside the software. I mean, I've tried doing a few things in post to make variants, but I'm just sick of it. It's a good software and it's a good starting point, but I think I'm at a point where I need something a little bit more, something a little more grandiose. So that's why I've gone with the AI art going forward. Again, the difference is night and day. The original is, just basically stuck in one pose, facing forward, whereas the AI variation of my avatar, basically, the difference is night and day. It looks more dynamic. I can pose the character in whatever way I want, just with a couple prompts. The hair looks a lot more realistic. You can actually see the more texture in the hair, and you can see it kind of shine. And the glasses look a lot better. The glasses, I could never get really super rounded glasses, so I was never super satisfied with that. I can have more in-depth details about the character. For example, the Memento Mori hourglass, which, by the way, I have also based that design on an outfit that I wear all the time anyway, which you'll probably see in the actual opening, the actual intro of the channel as well. I basically just used that image and then a version of my avatar, just so you have that indication that they're both me, basically. Another limitation that I noticed with those old what's it called, the character creator, again, nothing against them, it's a nice bit of software, it's just I'm just kind of sick of the limitations. And one of those limitations is I did what I could. I turned off the breast feature, but even then I still feel like my character looked a little bit too feminine. So I basically felt the need to put a little bit of a goatee on my chin, just so that you can tell that it's a male character. Now, again, I don't like facial hair myself at all. That's why I always try to shave when I can. Anytime I actually have a beard in real life, it's just because I was too busy to shave it off. But I myself do not like facial hair myself. But the fact that I felt the need to put facial hair on my avatar, just so you could tell it's a female, so you could tell it's a male character, whereas this, it's not necessary because the character inherently looks more male. I mean, sure, I do have a bit more of a slender body type in real life, which again, that aligns with nicely, but I just think it's a more accurate representation of me. And again, I'll probably even have something on screen, just the comparison to show you that it is, that character is meant to be a anime version of myself. I'll have a comparison with my real world self and then my avatar side by side, just so you can see that it is meant to be me. So yeah, that's basically all that. The differences between the original version and the AI version. Now I think it's time I talked about why I decided to go down this route, because I know AI art is very, very it's a little divisive, and a lot of people are afraid of it, like thinking that it's gonna. I mean, again, this video isn't meant to go down that whole moral thing, you know. I mean, I get the you know, I do get both sides of the story, but I'm trying to look at things from a more positive perspective. Like, yes, all that copyright potential stuff is there, but I think people are focusing too much on that side of things, and because of that, I feel like all of that kind of takes away from the potential it has as a medium for creating art, brilliant art, in fact. Because the thing is, the reason I decided to go with this particular art style myself is because I am not an artist. I am not an artist, and I don't have the potential to learn how to become an artist. Mainly because I have a condition known as, what was it called? Learning disability or learning difficulties. It's one of the two. I can never remember which one. But either way, it's a condition that makes learning for me very, very difficult. As a result, I never really paid that much attention in school. All of the stuff I do now on YouTube, all of the stuff I've learned to do is all self-taught. I've never really been back to school or college to learn all this stuff. All of this stuff is all stuff that I've learned on my own because, again, because of my learning disabilities, it makes taking actual classes very, very difficult for me. I kind of have to like find my own learning methods, my own teaching methods, and just going with that. So I've just been like doing my own research and then just breaking it down into my own unique format that my extremely slow brain can actually make sense of. So yeah, that basically means that it just means that I learn very, very, very painfully slowly, and it's just much easier for me to teach myself rather than going to a class or a school or, you know, this kind of stuff. Like, it's much quicker for me to learn on my own accord, you know, use my own unique learning methods, you know, breaking it down in a way that I can understand. So because of that, I think learning to do art is just impossible for me. No matter how hard I try. I mean, you know, I've done pretty well with the editing and all that, but I think the art side of things is just beyond me. So because of that creative gap I could never fill on my own. And again, the character creator is severely basic and limiting on what I can do. So it just, like, this direction, going down the AI art, just felt like a natural progression for me as a creator. Now, I understand the whole issue with the AI art and why people are so worried about it. Again, I think people are focusing way too much on that, and I feel like they need to look past that and see it for the tool that it is. You know, don't always look at it from a negative side of things. Try to look at things from a positive perspective, like me, because again, I don't look at it like thinking, oh, you know, because the thing is, when I use it, I'm not trying to like infringe on any like copyrighted material. I'm not trying to make a version of another version of, I don't know, Pikachu or Goku or anything like that. I'm mainly focusing on my own OC and my own unique set of characters. Sure, maybe in like crossover games on occasion, like maybe for like fan games like Jacksepticeye, maybe making characters in there. But again, I'm not asking for particular character prompts in the actual thing. I'm just prompts of that actual character. I'm mainly making prompts based on like what's in my head, you know. So to reiterate, I'm not creating any copyright material. I'm not trying to infringe on anything. I'm mainly focusing on my own OC and my own set of characters. So basically, again, just like the channel art, my intro, my outro, just anywhere where my character is applied is basically what I'm doing there. So I'm not using AI in an attempt to infringe on any intellectual properties or anything like that, which I think is the big concern of it. And again, I am using it somewhat minimally, only in certain situations when my character is needed on screen or whatever. So I'm not infringing on any intellectual properties. I'm mainly just using it to make various generations of my character for certain situations of when it's necessary. So again, that's basically my whole stance on the whole AI art thing. Yes, I understand why people are worried. I understand that kind of stuff. But I'm not using it like that myself. I'm only using it to I'm basically only using it to fill in my lack of creative ability or creative potential. Again, I'm not an artist. I can't become an artist. I don't have the luxury of being able to learn. So basically, I'm using the AI art to make up for that. Again, not infringing on anything, just mainly focusing it for my character. So again, that's kind of all I want to say in this video. I just, since I am starting to use AI art a lot more in my videos now, well, on my channel, I just wanted to be honest and transparent, because it is a bit of a shift in the art direction. And whenever there's a major shift like this, I always like to make a video just talking about it. And it is something that's been on my mind for a little while. I've been meaning to make this video for a while, but one thing or another has stopped me. The graphics and all that kind of stuff, plus not to mention the heat wave as well, which has made things rather difficult. But that's all I wanted to say for now, guys. So again, just a reminder, I'm using AI art a little bit more. I'm still using it relatively sparingly. I'm not going crazy with it. I'm just using it to generate variations of my original OC character when applicable, and that's basically it. There may be occasional other cases, like for making other OCs or whatever, but that's still going to be minimal regardless. But anyway, that's where I'm going to leave this video for now. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you can understand my reasoning for going on this direction with AI art, because again, it's just for me, it just felt like a natural direction, So again, that's where I'm going to leave this for now. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see all of you guys in the next video. Until then, have a good day, guys.